Hi, I'm Ben Murdoch, the Songwriter Coach, and welcome to day 4 of this 14-day lyric writing challenge, which has been designed to keep us all creative, writing songs while we're stuck inside in isolation. So yesterday we wrote a letter to get us writing real, honest material. We chose who we were writing to, when the letter was going to be written, and who it was about. And from that, we pulled out the best bits, the nuggets of gold that floated to the top. If you haven't seen the day 3 video, then please watch it now, because today uses yesterday's work and extends it further. Today, we're going to take it that step further. We're going to change the answers to some of the questions that I asked you yesterday, the questions that you based your letter on. If you remember, the 3 questions were, who are you writing to? When are you writing the letter? And what is the letter about? What's its subject? So I'm going to change my answer to the first question. So my letter yesterday was to an ex. So today I'm going to change this by swapping it around, exactly swapping it. So this letter will be my ex writing to me. Now that fundamentally changes the output that's going to happen for 2 huge reasons. So the first reason is I'll have to improvise and make things up, but I don't really know exactly what my ex was thinking or feeling at the time. So I'm back in the realms of writing from fiction here. And the second reason is it's going to help the story to evolve, because we're going to close the loop and tell the story from the other side. And remember, there's always 2 sides to every story. So if I wanted to change the timing of the letter, I could. Perhaps my ex is writing the letter now in the present, all these years later. Perhaps she's writing it a month or a year after the event. Or it could be that she's writing it on the night itself, almost like a journal entry. Now to question 3, which is what the letter's all about. Well, although the events of the night are exactly the same for both of us, the what, or the subject, is what she wants to say about it. So it's her take on the event. I could change the subject to be how she's feeling a few weeks after the event. If you remember my letter yesterday, the subject line was the day you left me. And remember, you need to think of this subject line as being how you would fill in a subject line of an email. It's a kind of a few words summary. So now I'm going to answer the 3 questions again. So firstly, who? It's to me, written by my ex. When? It's going to be a few weeks after the event. And what? What's the subject line going to say? So I'm going to mix it up here a bit, make it a bit interesting, and have the subject line as, why didn't you fight for us? Ooh, so now we've something that's going to show that it wasn't really a clean breakup as we originally thought. Not as clean a breakup as we originally thought anyway. So now it's getting interesting. So if I was cooking, this is the subject line where I've just chucked in the chili. It's the 6-word pinch of heat that's added to the pot. So back to you. Look over your work from yesterday and change some of the answers. You don't need to change the person writing like I did. You could still be yourself if you want to, and still be writing to the same person as well. So for instance, if you wrote a letter to a friend yesterday, you could be writing to that same friend again today, but from another time, perhaps from the future. The crucial thing is that you change at least one of the answers, as this is going to help the material come from a different angle and evolve the story that we're writing with these letters. So what you need to do now is pause the video right here, answer those 3 questions again, changing at least one of the answers. Great, so you've chosen your 3 answers, and I'm hoping that this process has already got you thinking and feeling something. So you're already sort of warming up and getting into the zone, ready to write. So now you've got to write a new letter based on the changes you made to those 3 questions. So again, pause the video here, take as much time as you need to get everything down, everything that you want to say. Welcome back. The last part of writing the letter process is, as we remember from yesterday, is to pan for gold. We need to look over the letter, pull out the best lines and phrases. So again, pause here and resume once you've picked out your best material, those nuggets of gold. Wow, so now we've got 2 letters offering 2 perspectives, and you've pulled out the best bits of each of those letters. So now you can get writing based on the golden nuggets that you've pulled out. You've got to get these golden nuggets into your writing because you've worked really hard finding them and creating them in the first place. I've got a few tips now before I leave you to write the song. You need to think about structure. So you could use the first letter's material to form the verses, or first two verses, and the second for verse 3, or verses 3 and 4 if you're writing a 4-verse song. You may leap from one letter to another within a verse, making it almost conversational. You could imagine that like being a film that's gone split screen. You also need to decide what's going to go into your chorus. Is it being set up to be a sweeping duet as both perspectives are coming together, or is maybe one letter going to get the first chorus and the second letter get the second? Only you can decide based on the material that you've worked so hard to create. And this material will serve you really well going into writing this song. If you find you want or you need more material, you can do the whole process again. Keep writing letters until you've got everything that you feel you need. Finally, if you get a bit stuck with the story of the song and where it's going, then go back and read over the event or events that formed the letters. And if you have to, write down what you would consider as the beginning, middle and end, and then make sure the structure that you've put down there is reflected in your lyrical structure. So now it's over to you to put it all together and get the song written. You've generated some really, really good raw material over the last couple of days on a subject that matters and means something to you, so this song could be amazing. Good luck with it. Everybody stay in, stay safe and keep writing songs, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 5.